I have about 165 days, not about, I have 165 days until I run my first marathon. And I am terrified. I have put together a game plan and I'm going to share that with you today. I want to keep in mind, or I want you to keep in mind, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this. And I'm just testing stuff out. I don't necessarily care how fast I run the marathon. My goal currently is to start and finish the marathon. Before we get into what I'm going to be doing in terms of training, I think it's important to understand where I am physically. One, I am 32 years old. I will be 33 when I run the marathon. I am 6'4" and I currently weigh 290 pounds. My goal, I think, is to get below 275, or at the very least be 275. If I get lower than that, that's better, I think. I feel okay running currently, but I'm sure my joints and ankles and knees and back and hips and everything else will be much happier if I run a marathon at a lighter weight. 165 days is roughly 23 or 24 weeks, somewhere in there. I can comfortably run, okay, let me rephrase this. I can comfortably travel 3 or 4 miles in zone 2, which on a treadmill is about 4 miles per hour, which is really a speed walk, but that's okay. It's really uncomfortable. I think because of how tall I am and my stride, it is really uncomfortable to speed walk on a treadmill. And so I kind of do a little jog at 4 miles per hour. I have no idea what I'll weigh when it's time to race. I have no idea how fast I'll be able to run and stay in zone 2. I guess that's another side note. I will only be training in zone 2, I think. No, that's a lie. For the most part, I'm going to be training in zone 2. I'm using ChatGPT, so if there's I don't think there's any speed training. I think I have like some steady stride training, which I think is like a little bit more intense than like your easy runs, but I don't know. I've never ran in my life outside of playing basketball and football. Yeah, so we shall see how this goes. I do have some shoes, so I can show you what I'm training in. I just bought these, some Hoka Bondis, Bondi 9s. I don't know. They're really comfortable. I wear a size 15 and I have a wide foot, so it has a wide toe box. They're just really, really comfortable. I don't know if they're good for running in, but that's what we will be using. I will do the majority, why that sounds so weird? The majority of my training will be done on a treadmill, primarily because I'm a father and I get 2 hours of childcare. That's my lunch. I get 2 hours of childcare at the gym, so 99% of my training will be done on a treadmill. Now, for the super duper long runs, when I get to those, which for me, a super duper long run right now would be like, I don't know, assume 6+ miles. I think at my current pace, I can do those at the gym, but there's going to be a point where I can't do them at my current pace at the gym. So I either need to get faster, or I'm gonna have to find a time when I'm not watching my kids to do the long runs. I haven't quite figured that out. I also like to work out, like lift weights. So I lift, I guess it's kind of important to go over the plan. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I lift weights. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday and Sunday, I believe, are days that I run. I'm going to lift heavy throughout the majority of this, if my body allows. I'm going to listen to my body as best I can. And what makes stuff like this difficult in my mind, considering I've never experienced it, is trying to find the balance between injury and overtraining and just being uncomfortable. And so I don't want to injure myself, but I don't want to take it easy because I am uncomfortable or sore or aching, if that makes sense. I'm excited about this, but also very, very terrified. I'm not sure what could go wrong, but I feel like there's a lot. I also don't really know what to expect in terms of nutrition. I haven't been tracking calories too terribly strictly, but like I said, I've been working out religiously, and then I try to walk 20,000 steps a day. I think I'm averaging 18 or 19 currently. So it's not like I'm inactive in any way. I am very active, but I'm probably going to need to dial in on tracking my food in the coming weeks, but I'll get on top of that soon enough. I started working out in December and I've lost 30 pounds, and I've been stuck at that for a month and a half, mainly because I stopped tracking my food, and it's just a busy time of year. We've been traveling a lot, quite a few graduations, have one more big trip coming up. It's just a pain in the butt to try and track while traveling. That being said, I'm going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to take you on a journey to go run with me, or walk and then run. We'll run here in a bit, but I'm gonna walk first. For lunch, I'm having 2 cans of tuna with about 2 tablespoons of mayo and pickle juice, and a big old piece of homemade sourdough bread that I made. I am about to pack my kids' snacks because we're going to meet my wife at a park, and we're going to walk for a little bit, and afterwards we are going to go to the gym and do my run. I probably will not ever record, I shouldn't say that, I probably won't record lifting sessions very often. If I do, it will be a snippet here and there for 2 reasons. The main reason, I'm incredibly shy and I feel incredibly awkward recording in public, and I don't want to invade on other people's space, because a lot of people get uncomfortable about the gym as it is, because they feel like people are constantly judging them, no matter what your fitness level is. The second is I'm incredibly shy. So again, follows into the line of it's really awkward. I don't know what I'm doing. And I just don't want to record me lifting, putting my phone down, setting it up. But on the treadmill, I don't feel as bad because it's right in front of me. I can set it on the little dashboard. So you'll see me tracking my runs and my miles if I remember to do so, which I hopefully will remember to do so. I'm gonna get my child up to go pick up my other child and then meet my wife with our other child at the park. That's 1 mile in. Somewhere between 4 and 6 more to go. We'll see how I feel. It's 2 miles. Still feeling pretty good. Breathing's under control. Heart rate's under control. Knees are a little sore. I'm gonna keep going. Mile 3. Still feeling really good. Knees are still a little sore, but still holding steady. 43 minutes in. Mile 4. Just over 5 miles. That's the furthest I've ran at one time ever, I think. So, at least that I can remember. I'm gonna stretch and then go sit in the sauna and then go home and eat. Yeah.
Do y'all want to cut your own pieces, or you want me to cut you some?
You got it.
You want?
I had a bunch of sourdough bread and chicken. I don't know how much, but I was hungry. And now I'm having a protein shake, and then I'll have a yogurt with another scoop of protein. How much did I eat today? No clue, but I know that I burned like 700-ish calories just from that run.
Okay.
And then I know that I burned about 2,200 just by existing. And then based off of how many steps I've walked, I burned somewhere between another 1,000 and 1,500. So
Okay. About 2,500-ish.
yeah, so in total just from working out, yeah, but in total between just living and the workout, it's something like 4,000,
Oh, wow.
4,200. So
Gee.
maybe, I don't know, I could be completely wrong here. But I think that's what it is based off of the apps, which aren't super accurate, but
I don't
know. It is the morning after my first long run, and I feel like I got hit by a train. But that's okay. We are, I'm so tired. I'm not really that tired. I just haven't woken up yet. I feel like there's some kind of difference there. I'm gonna get some coffee and we're gonna start the day. But man, I feel like documenting this is going to be interesting because I can't remember the last time I documented anything, like truly tried to document stuff. I'm gonna have to figure this all out. Doing it on weeks where my wife doesn't work is gonna be relatively easy. Weeks where she does work, it's gonna be a completely different story, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, thank you for watching.